Hello. Hello, boys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Setting up few things and I will be there, okay? Just setting up few things. Okay. I think I'm ready. Hello. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining. Tonight, I'm going to work again on what we were working yesterday, which is we started from the compendium and then we went into special abilities because special abilities are connected to the compendium. Because thanks to the special ability, you are adding new knowledge and so new entries in the books, right? And so yesterday we did the examine creature, and the only problem of the examine creature is that at the moment is a single action, right? We don't want it to be a single action. We want to be able to detect multiple creatures before unlocking that particular event, and we want to specify how many, by the way. So what I want to do, I want to extend, like we said yesterday, I want to extend this table, so the character discovery table, and I want to extend it with something that is very similar to this one. So it's called extra info. Is a varchar and it can be null, right? So we're going to do the same. So we go into character discoveries. We are hopefully in the right database. Yes, we are. We add a new column. We call it extra info varchar 100, and in the comment we can say keeps track of partial discoveries. Okay, so keeps track of partial discoveries, so we can put it there. So I will save it now. I will persist, but I think I will do a bit more on top of this because I can just select my character discovery and generate sequel. Yes, so we take this one and we need to put it into our update schema. Okay, so I think we already have a character discovery. Here it is, and so we're just going to substitute it to this one. Why we have character set UTF-8 MB3, I don't know really. That's fine. Okay, so we did it there, and we will do it in production as well. Okay, so we will do the same. So I will probably the easiest if I just connect my SQL from the command line. So I just my SQL so we use blend shift prod, and we drop the table character discoveries, and we create it again. Okay, nice. So now we have it also in the copy of the production database. And let me change the music. me switch the scene. Okay. Okay, so now. Now. Anyway, my face is losing the position so easy. Ah, yeah, better. Okay, so now that we have a new field, which is extra info, like we said yesterday, what we want to do, we want to create something that is similar to check partial achievement, right? But before doing that, we need to be sure that we are actually loading extra info in the same way that we are loading it for character achievements, right? Exactly. I'm looking at this code and I'm trying to understand if okay. Okay, I need to do something very similar inside load character discoveries, okay? Now, I don't think it's happening in, I think it's happening in Discovery Manager. I think Discovery Manager has a loading function. Yes, exactly. Load all discoveries. So this one is loading for that particular character all the discoveries. Exactly. So it's loading codex creatures, blah blah blah, codex plant, minerals, locations, NPC, story, factions, whatever. Now, child table ID. So we need to change something here. I just don't know exactly where, but I think inside this and this, because the rest I think doesn't have a partial achievement, right? But codex creature can have a partial achievement. Yeah, but the point is that child table ID. Wait a second, huh? Wait a second. Child table ID. Knowledge type. Knowledge type. Child table ID. Codex creature. Yes, which becomes the ID. Okay. I understand that. But this is not enough, because this is Yeah. That is not enough. Because we need to add only the ones that actually are listed, yes, but we need to add them only if they are not partial achievements. And if they are partial achievements, we need a way to manage this. So I think what I need is to copy extra info inside of this, I mean to pass extra info in this function, then to check if it exists, and that's fine. Then if it exists, I need to check if partial achievement, right? And if it's a partial achievement, which basically means that yes, here I will need an f string extra info, which is passed through, and so if extra info is not empty, we will read the extra ID. Yes, we convert it to an int array. Yes, I think up to here I'm following. So we convert it to an int array because we need it as this, and then I think we can get PS character or owner, whatever. We can get owner, get discovery manager, and then here we need to add partial achievement, right? So we need a new function that is called partial discovery, and this partial discovery will take the discovery ID and our extra int ID, right? And so this way we will have, now I don't know if I want to add it. I think no, I think that in this case we just return true, and wait, what? Did I click on definition? Because so this will be no, will be a string, right? Will be a string, and okay. So here we are not adding the achievement to the character if it's a discovery, if it's only a partial discovery, right? Meanwhile, hello Hula, hello Marcelo, good evening. Hello Constrabus, hi. It's some time I don't see Tony. Is all okay? Is she okay? It's like I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months. It's a long time I don't see Tony around. Hello. Okay, so here, so we need to create this function basically, and this function will be on discovery manager, right? will be on Discovery Manager. I think it's fine on Discovery Manager because anyway is where we have all the, and this one will be add partial discovery. I think it can be a boolean. Well, I don't even know if I need to return something. I think we assume that it would work. And we go, what did we say? We said discovery ID and extra int, right? And one is an array of int and another is just an int. So int discovery ID, and this one is a t array of int of this thing. And add a partial discovery. Or to say, yeah, record a partial discovery to be used later. Okay. Now we create this and okay, so the content of this function is very similar because we don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So we want to reuse what we have. So that one is very similar to this, where it's putting in the discovery ID. Yes, exactly. So we just need to define this this new array then, right? And we need to define it in Discovery Manager in a protected area, whatever we want, down here. And we can say keep extra info for partial discovery, discovery ID, array of ID item until now. Yes, array ID of depends, can be items or creatures. Obtained until now. Yes, exactly. And this one we'll call it discovery extra info. Discovery extra info. Okay, so I think it's fine. So now here we take this discovery extra info and we do just an add of discovery ID and extra int ID, right? So as simple as that. So this will basically add it to that array. So now in that array we have the extra pieces loaded from the database, assuming that we have something in the database. If there is nothing in the database, the achievement will be considered fully achieved, and so you will receive the data, right? Okay. Now we need the function inside Achievement Manager, right? So in the same way, let me think about it 1 second. So now we need exactly. Now we need a check partial discovery. And check partial discovery we'll have to verify if that discovery is really missing or not. I think that we did that for simplicity because we wanted to cache. Yeah, so this missing achievement, I think is a kind of a cache to ensure that we are not triggering. But you know that we don't care in this case because I think here we go by discovery ID directly, right? So we already have the discovery ID. Well, in theory it's the same though, because I could re-trigger it, right? I could re-trigger it. I could re-trigger it. Yeah, but I need to be sure that I don't re-trigger it. But anyway, I think we need a similar function. We need a similar function. We need a similar function. I'm trying to think what is the right way though. What is the right way? Because in my case, I will not arrive from there, right? I will arrive from here. So I arrive from yes. Examination complete. So we complete the examination here. So if completion is equal or greater than 1, then here we are where we need to add. Now we need to be sure that yeah, we need to pass in the number, and then we need to, okay, so check for partial discovery, right? Check for partial discovery. But is it the same as this or not? Is it the same or not? Because we check if we already have this item. We check if we achieve with this one. And so in this case we added, yeah, but it's the same function, boys. It's very similar. It's not identical, but it's very similar. So we need this function in Discovery Manager. We need this function in Discovery Manager. And this function will be called the check partial discovery. Right now I have the character, I have the item ID or the character ID, I mean one of the two. I have the discovery ID, and I have the total number to achieve, right? And Now, so this one obviously will be character discoveries, right? And would be character discoveries. And someone is stuck on the stair. And so character discoveries is ID, character ID, character ID. Knowledge type. We need knowledge type as well, huh? So we need to know what we are checking for. Yes. We need a knowledge type. We need knowledge type here. Child table ID is okay, and extra info we get it from okay. So in reality we need this one in addition, right? Actually I need to declare the world function because I didn't put it here yet. So that is check for partial discovery. Now I don't know if I need to do this. I don't know if I need to do this. Isn't it easier to check? I mean, if you already have it, then yeah, the problem is that you may already have it, but it may be partial, right? It may be partial, so so we need to be sure that we are not duplicating, yeah. So I need to be sure that I'm not duplicating. So yes, I need to search in my discovery manager. So let's say that is the same as when we check that we already have it, right? Because if we already have it, we don't add it again. Don't we have a check already? We don't, huh? Because this is load all discoveries. Load all discoveries. First of all, I need to extract this. Right. This anyway we need to do. And this will be by, and this will be there, and it will be here, because I need it on both functions. I need on both functions. And now and now wait, come on, get what? Get string, okay. Get string. Yes, this one I will need as well, but this is just the initial loading. The initial loading, I think we are good. The initial loading, I think there is not a big trouble. The only thing is that we may have... wait a second. We may have a creature ID. This is not good, huh? No, it's all the same. They all have different ID. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. They all have different IDs, so we cannot go wrong. Even if they are in the same they are all in the same table. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Hello, Devro. We are progressing. We are progressing good. We did yesterday some stuff on special abilities, and in particular the possibility to detect, to study a creature. So basically you are looking at the creature and you are studying the creature. It would be nice to have a special character animation, a better like symbol on top, but it's okay for now. I can make it nicer, beautify it later on. But it's working, so that part is working. So now I'm trying to add on top of that the ability to have a requirement to, for example, examine multiple creatures before getting the discovery, right? Multiple creatures that they must be different IDs, right? Now, can that be cheated by killing and respawning? Well, no, it cannot be cheated because the ID of the creature will stay the same. Okay, that's good. So now I'm trying to add the piece of code that is managing the partial achievement. The partial discovery, right? We need to be able to load the partial discovery from the database, and we need to be able to check it at runtime and save it, right? So we did the loading, and now I'm doing the check and save. And on the check and save, basically this piece I need to copy. This works for both for plants and minerals and creatures. So in theory it works for all of them. And okay, I understand that you cannot do it. When you change the signature, obviously it goes a bit crazy, but it's fine. So also in this case, I don't know if we need to have the type, the knowledge. Do we need a knowledge type? Well, no, because discovery ID is anyway unique. So can we have one function only for these two things then? No, because it's using a different array. PT. So basically I need to duplicate all this code. I don't like duplicating code. But or we put this piece into a function. But the difference is that it's working on a different array. Well, we could pass the array on the function, but anyway, we should just remember if we do a change here, we should do a change here as well. But in theory, it should require no changes. It's a very simple parse into array and addition, so should be easy enough, right? So for now, let's leave it like that. So this is the addition. No, but wait a second, I'm confusing myself now. Is this addition called only on loading, or is called all the time? Because if it's called all the time, we have a problem. If it's called only on loading, okay. Yeah, it's called only on loading. Okay. Yeah. So it's important that it is called on initial load only, eh? Because otherwise we make a mess. So now we need to trigger, okay, so now we need to trigger the addition of the codecs during the game, right? And we do it here. So we do it here, which by the way will be the same also for the plants and the minerals, but so I don't know, probably I will reuse the same event because in theory pretty much everything is identical. So we will see if we want to do it generic, but I think it will be identical for plants and minerals, so probably we will make this function generic. Because all of this is identical. Okay, but apart from that, let's try to say stay on our track. Stay on our track. Fine. So exactly, check for partial discovery. So what we need to do here is the check for partial discovery, which is the one that we just added, right? So there is check partial discovery, and check partial discovery needs myself. Well, that's a bit stupid though, because it's, I mean, what is the point? Wait a second. I mean, this character is completely useless. I mean, Discovery Manager as Discovery Manager is inside a character, is a class, is an inner class of character, so makes no sense to pass the character. I think it's called owner probably. Yeah, it's called owner. So owner is the owner of the. So there is no reason to. It's just redundant, you know, to pass in the. Okay. So let me remove it also from the declaration. Where is it? Discovery Manager. Oh my god, why is not here? Why is he? Okay. Yeah, because the previous one there was an achievement needed the character, because achievement is not a inner class of the character, while here it is. So so check partial discovery needs an item ID or character ID of the creature that we are looking at. So so in our case is what? In our case is creature can we have this creature okay, anyway. I mean, I don't know if I want to do creature get. You see that we do creature get all the time. Creature get, creature get, creature get, creature get. I mean, why? Why we don't just set up a freaking pointer somewhere? Because we are checking the validity of creature here. So after this point, in theory... No, wait a second. Oh my god, there is a mistake, huh? If creature is not valid... If creature is not valid, for sure I cannot call creature get. So this one is not... That is interesting. So if the creature has been destroyed... Yeah. I mean, if the creature has been destroyed, we should just return. We cannot stop the power. We cannot stop the power because anyway, we cannot call get creature. So so let me do an APS character. No. An APS character pointer, and we call it PS creature or something. Okay, so we just get this, so we don't have in the code a million times get, because it sounds a bit looks a bit stupid that we have this, right? We have creature get pretty much everywhere and makes no sense. I need to be sure that I'm getting the creature and not... Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was a bit annoying. So here we say PS creature. So we need to get the UID, right? We need to get the unique ID. No. We need to get the PID. The PID. We need to get the PID of this creature and unbox it so it becomes an integer or whatever. And then we need the knowledge type. Knowledge type, unfortunately I think I have it hard coded. The knowledge type is item type. Creature, sentient creature, plants and minerals. Good point. How do I know if I'm looking at the basic creature, sentient creature, plants or mineral? Do I really need this ID though? Do I really need this thing or not? Because in theory I can derive it from the achievement itself. Why I added this knowledge type? Because I said that I needed... why I added this knowledge type? Because then I need to check... I'm not sure I need this knowledge type. The knowledge type is this: basic creatures, sentient creatures, plants and minerals. And a second. Okay. Okay. No, I'm thinking, because the problem is that the only way for me to know if he's a sentient creature or a basic creature is to or check it in the achievement itself, but it's not a good idea, or just hard-code this difference, right? Hard-code this difference somewhere. Because at the moment that difference is not... So I could do something, but the problem is... Yeah, it should be done by race, basically. It should be done by race. So basically here I need to say... I need a function that is returning something like is basic creature or not, right? Return creature type, something like that. We need a return creature type. I'm not even sure that we need it, by the way. So let me just put a number for now, and then we will see, okay? And then we will see if I need it, because I'm not sure I need it. So this one should be return creature type, okay? In theory, but I'm not sure that I need it. Then I need the discovery ID. The discovery ID. What the fuck? Discovery ID. The discovery ID are these guys. Yes, these guys. The ID of these guys are my discovery ID. And I need to do it for each entry, by the way. So this is a for, It is a for loop. This is a for loop, boys. Because there is a for loop. So I need to cycle on all these entries and check if they are a partial achievement. It's a bit stupid though, but I think it's the only way, because in our database, for example, examine creature, you see, we have two in this case, and both are triggered at the same time, yes, but I'm triggering also only these two achievements. So number 13 and number 15 may be partial. They will always go in tandem, they will always go together, but I wish I could understand what you are doing here. Well, at least in theory, for what I explained, you know, or no. I think I can show you in a second what happens in game, based on what we are doing. But basically the character, so the player, can examine a creature and learn about that creature. And by looking at the creature, he gets some knowledge in the compendium journal, or the compendium thingy, right? And so this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so this actually is a for loop, boys. So for each of the entries we need to check if we have a partial achievement. Absolutely. So is codex entries num, and so here will be codex entry of i.id. Okay, so that's the ID that we are checking for a partial achievement. And then the last one, okay, this is the easy part, is the total to achieve. So how many creature we want the player to examine before we give him the achievement, right? I would say between 3 and 5. I think between 3 and 5. I think 5 is a bit demanding. But consider anyway that you can observe male and female, right? In the same way. And you can also observe players, by the way. Players count. Yeah, that's pretty funny now that I think about it. But yes, players count. So you can observe another player and not an NPC and learn about him. Yes, you can. I think you can. So let's say 5, okay? Well, let's define this as a variable somewhere. Okay, so let's say examine, let's put it under ability manager, and let's define a variable that is called something like examine ability, examine count, no, or exemplars, or unique IDs. I don't know, unique IDs. I don't know if it's very understandable, but fine. So number of unique items, creatures you need to examine before getting the compendium entry. Okay. Unique ID or required IDs. Ability examine required ID. I think it makes sense.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Exactly. Okay, let's say 5. Okay, so you need to examine 5 people. Okay, so this will call now. If this is returning, wait. Now I need to get the same logic, the same logic that we had. The same logic that we had in the previous. So. The same logic. No, it's not here. The same logic. Wait. Check partial achievement, right? Where is check partial achievement? So we were doing 4 blah blah blah. Check partial achievement with that ID. And basically we're doing everything inside check partial achievement, right? Yeah, so we don't need to return anything. So we can just call it and then it's done. We just call it and it's done. Yeah, the problem is, how do I know? Check partial discovery. How do I because we do it here. So if we do check partial achievement, basically this fuck. That's bad though. That's bad. Because I'm doing it for each. I don't want to send each achievement separately. I think would be better to send it all at once, right? Is there a freaking mosquito around me or not? Oh my god. Mosquitoes are just the most useless animal in the universe. I think there is. I think there is a mosquito around me that is trying to suck my blood. I think he just tried. I think he just tried. And nearly managed. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So, you know, maybe in this case we do something different. Because in this case we want to be able to send all the entries at the same time, right? But the problem will be that... The problem will be that I will have any way to enter in the database. I will have any way to save to the database, right? I will have to save to the database for each one. So in reality... How can I do it in a smart way? How can I do it in a smart way? I have no idea. How can I do it in a smart way that is not too hard-coded? Because basically I may trigger multiple things, right? While this code was designed in the abilities to be triggered only once. So the big difference is that... Check if we don't have this ID already. I don't think I need this. I don't understand this check, but I think in our world this check doesn't make any sense anymore. So I think that check... So the only thing we need to check is that... because remember there is code that we copied from the achievement. Huh? This code we copied from the achievement. We need to change it to work for discoveries. So this part is the same. I'm checking if I don't have that particular discovery ID into my thingy. Then if I don't have it, right? If I don't have it, I check if with this one we achieve, right? And if with this one we achieve, we say true. Now, you know what we can do? We can do this. We can return true when we achieve, so that yeah, there is a problem though, huh? The problem is that we will have to save. Wait a second. I think we have a bug also in the previous code. Because this add new achievement, is it clearing out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we have a problem in the achievements as well. Because this one is just doing an insert, but actually in this case we will have a partial achievement. Unless we delete the previous one, but I think we don't. No, there is a mistake here. Eh? I think there is a mistake. Well, we could do an insert with the close of on duplicate update, right? We could do on duplicate update and we remove the... Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I think that's what we need to do. We need to do the on duplicate thingy. Because, but you see that we do it here. Ah, because we do it here. Yes, but we need to do it there as well. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. We need to do insert into character achievements, character ID, achievement ID, and extra info, where in this case we are adding the achievement full, so extra info should always be empty, right? So we really need to have this wait a second, wait a second. On duplicate key update extra info equal to null. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, but this is not working, boys. It's impossible, because if with this one we achieve yeah, I need to do this. Wait, I need to do this. I need to do on duplicate so I think I need to do this. How do I escape it? I escape it like that. Or let me do it here, which is easier. So and this, I think this needs to be text. This is a bit complex, but it's fine. We will get through this. We will get through this easy. Now is identical, right? Now is identical. So the logic of this is that we insert the full achievement, if a partial achievement is already there, then we clean up the extra info. Yeah, this thing needs to be tested because I think there are potential cases in which this is not working. So I need some of you guys to test the achievements after I do this change and see if it's still working as expected. Because okay, but anyway, in the same way, in the same way we will do the discovery. I think it's good because we found a bug. And my idea is this, that if we return true, means that we need to update the full achievement. If we return false, right? If we return false, then we and if we return, well, wait a second, because we may if we return false, we assume that this function already did all he had to do. Yes, exactly. I think this will work. I think this will work fine. I just need to document it a bit. So we return true if the current item allows the full discovery. So the calling function should send the discovery to the player and store in the DB. We return false if is still a partial discovery, and the calling function should do nothing. Okay. So with that in mind, right? With that in mind, I don't need this. This is okay. That is already okay. And now we need a boolean full discovery equal to this, and if full discovery, fuck, there is a problem though. We are in a for loop. We are in a for. That's annoying. Okay, I can do this. Wait, I can do this. We start with full discovery false, and if this is true, we set full discovery to true, right? And we don't change it, if it's false. So now the only question may be, how can the player know that he needs few more elements, right? I think we need to tell him, right? We need to tell the player that he needs more, otherwise he will never know. So I think here we need to tell the player that yeah. Tell the player how many. Fuck, but it's the same problem. There is a for loop, so I'm doing it multiple times. Yeah, it will see two lines. It will see two lines saying you still need 4 more, right? And he will get it for each. And he will get it for each of the discoveries. I don't know. I'm starting to think that this for loop is an issue. This for loop is an issue, but I don't have another way because they are all triggering. I mean, there are 2 achievements, the 2 discovery that are triggering at the same time, and 2 achievements that are missing. I think it's okay. Let's send 2 lines and GG. I don't care. Let's send 2 lines. I will optimize it one day, probably never. Tell the player how many he is missing. Okay, so we do owner get PS controller, and then we say receive system message. No, He's not on PS controller. He's on owner. Okay. Receive system message, and then we go message. No, wait, it's not this shit. Exactly. So we go examination completed, or research completed, something like that. Research completed. Research completed on this creature, right? Research completed on this object. Research partially complete. Let's say research partially completed. You need a percentage D more, right? You need X more. And the X more that are needed are extra info num. Are extra info int. By the way, are we updating the extra info or not? Is here, eh? There was a mistake, eh? There it is. Discovery extra info. Yeah, but yeah. So is extra info int num minus is total entries, whatever, total to achieve minus that. Okay, total to achieve minus that. Okay, that's your number. That's the number that we want. Okay. And we will send this message, and we will send it as a system message type info. Okay, so basically we are sending a message to the client in his chat, and also, hello Lumi, hi, good evening. Sometimes I don't see you around, so welcome back. Pleasure to have you. And okay, so now in theory this thing, we need to start testing a bit of this code, because otherwise, but in theory this should do the thing. Now here, did we full discover? Okay, so this is the question. So if full discovery is equal to true, then we send the new discovery to the client, right? So this is what we do. If not, we don't send the partial discovery, obviously, we just send him the message, right? Okay, so I think this may work. This may work. Now, on the blueprints, I don't think I need to do any change, because no, I don't need to do any change. I think it's the same. We just need to recompile and test whatever is happening. Ok, ricompiling. Let me just check one thing because Dropbox rules, factions. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, exactly. So that's the problem. Okay. Yes, I'm just organizing a few things on the side. Okay, one succeeded. So let's launch it in debug mode. Now, the first thing we want to check is the loading. Okay, so I will do a trick, a small trick, and I will put into my character for discoveries 13 and 15. We said 13 and 15. So I will put inside this table for 13 and 15. Okay, you see we have it already. Where character ID is equal to 147. 13 and 15. I will add a random whatever. A random ID, okay? Which basically means that in theory we already have one identified creature, right? Because this is how we are going to save it to the database. And I want to see if my code now is loading it properly, right? By the way, wait a second. No, wait. I missed I miss a piece. Because this send compendium entries is not doing the addition. Wait a second. This send compendium entry. Add the entry to the player knowledge. Say. No, he's doing it. But store the entry to database. But he's not saving the extra information though. Yeah. He's not storing the extra information. So wait, save compendium entry into character discovery knowledge type. Yeah. He's not doing it. Wait, there is a missing piece. Well, in theory, we can assume that this is called only. Yeah. It's called only when a new entry comes in, right? Yes, exactly. These are only new entries. So I need to clear out the okay. So we assume this function is called only for the new entries. For the new, well, let's say for the new fully discovered entries, and so we clean up the extra info, right? And so in this one we need to do the same thing. We need to do insert into blah 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 values blah blah blah, and we need to say on duplicate I think it's just on duplicate then and then the name, or is on duplicate set. I don't remember if it's on duplicate set. I know it's on duplicate key update. Okay, is on duplicate key update. Wait, bro, I think there is a freaking mosquito around me. I think there is. She wants to suck my blood. Okay, so values, one second, values, and then we do on duplicate. Exactly, on duplicate. And we set the extra info. Okay. And so this will be wait. Wait. Percentages. Why this extra info is not with the? That's very bad, huh? Why I don't have extra info in quotes? That's super bad. Why I don't have this in quotes? That's very strange. This will never work. Okay. Okay, let's not fix the wall code, but I think we're just checking that there are no others. So okay, now I'm completely lost of where I was. Ah, yes, I was here. So on duplicate key update, blah blah blah, extra duplicate, blah blah blah. Yes. So now we need, and here wait, and here we need extra info. Huh? And here we need extra info, and character ID, knowledge type, child table ID, extra info, right? Because this is our database, right? Character ID, knowledge type, child table ID, extra info. Yeah. So we do blah, 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 we do this, and then we go, character ID, yes, knowledge type, yes, child table ID, yes, and then we do text. So text is always empty. And it's always empty again, right? Now I can say for the update of a single partial discovery, okay, for the update of a single thingy, we go to what? I don't know. We go to we go here. We go to Discovery Manager Partial Discovery, because that is the one that is doing the update on a single. Okay. So in theory, oh my god, I'm lost again. Okay. No. Fuck. He's inside here. Is inside of here. Is inside of here. Is inside of here. Yes, exactly. And see this function. Okay. Okay, now I think it's better. Now the good thing of this change that I did tonight is that this structure works exactly the same for characters, plants, and minerals, right? And characters works for beasts and humans, right? Exactly the same way. So when this thing will work, which probably is not now yet, but I think we will reuse 95% of this code for everything else, right? For the plants and the minerals. I think we can just make this function generic and instead of saying I'm looking at the creature, it will be I'm looking at the target, but pretty much everything else will be identical. The difference will be that it will not be a... yeah, it will be an A actor instead of being an APS character. Okay. So the first thing I want to check is if in our discovery manager now, when we are loading the all the discoveries, are now loading the partial discoveries properly, right? And in theory we are inside this code, right? So we need to check this and we need to check this. So partial discovery for creature, partial discovery for plants. Okay, let's go. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready or not? We got a good number of followers in the last few streams. I mean, not many, but you know, one stream we got 1, another stream we got 2, the previous stream we got 3. We got some followers. And things are a bit exponential, meaning that when you get a bit more, you're going probably to get more and more. Because, but let's see, I don't know. I think it's still very, very hard to stream programming on Twitch. Mainly the way we do it, that is just pure, you know, development without any filter. Okay, we are loading in, so we want to see if we get the extra info. So we have a discovery ID number 2. Now number 2 is without extra info, so we don't care about that. We want to see when we get into this, right? Okay, so now we have an extra info of 2882. So let me see what this code is doing. Is splitting it, is parsing it, is adding the array, is adding to the array, is adding a partial discovery, is adding a partial discovery. Yes, this is okay. This is actually okay. So is adding inside the discovery extra info a new element, which is the discovery ID 13 and the extra int 2882. Okay, perfect. This part is good. This part is good, and we will do it again for the next right. So yes, yes, okay, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Let me just check one thing. If I go inside of this, discovery extra info. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, good, fantastic. Okay, so this part is working. Okay, so this piece, this is the loading of a partial okay, good. Now our client timed out, so I think we will just stop the server and redo it. But the loading seems to be working as expected. Now, after the loading, I can remove the breakpoint, I guess. After the loading, we want to check when we do the achievement if he's considering the partial and he's saving to the database the partial achievement. So we want to go into this, because when we reach this, and is not the same guy, obviously. Exactly. And he's not the same guy. Okay, okay. Yes, we need to debug. We need to debug that piece. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in, boys. You ready? Okay, so this is the guy that we need to analyze. So we will examine this creature, and I will just let it go so that we analyze him. So as soon as he reached the maximum size, okay, good. So examination completed. Now, okay, good. 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 Good, 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 good. Yes, perfect. Yes, yes. I will let it go. I will let it go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think we crashed. I think we crashed. But it was good until then, eh? But we crashed. We crashed probably is a sequel. Probably is a wrong sequel. Probably it cannot execute a sequel. I think I fucked up some sequel thingy. Most likely. Yeah, exact. Fail a no column achievement ID. Fuck. Yeah, but it was good, huh? It was good. It was good. I think it was trying to save. Yes, exactly. This is not achievement ID. This is discovery ID or whatever is the name. Character discovery. What? Ah, fuck. Wait a second. Wait. Ah! Yeah, that is why we needed the knowledge type. Yes, we need the knowledge type. Because yeah, we need to know. This thing, okay, so there is a missing piece. I know exactly what is the missing piece, but I don't know exactly how to solve it yet, because We need to know if he's a sentient creature, a basic creature, a plant, or a mineral. But this distinction, right? This distinction is something that we created only for the discovery. So it's not a property of the creature or anything. It's just a property of the discovery. So You know, because in theory, by the ID, I know. No, I don't. No, I don't, because there may be the same ID in different tables. So in reality, I don't. Well, no, there's no way. I need the knowledge ID. I need a knowledge type. I need to know which knowledge we are trying to. Because otherwise, I don't know what to insert here. I don't know what to insert here. I hope that this table has a constraint on. Doesn't? This is a mistake, eh? Because this table should not allow multiple entries for the same achievement, right? You should not. So you should not have 59 wait a second. Ay. I think we have a problem. Ay. Yeah, so these three values should never be duplicated. Yeah, so I think that my assumption of insert on duplicate update is not really working in this case. It's working for the achievements, but I don't think it's working for the discoveries, because I think that the achievements actually have that constraint. Yes, you see, the achievement have that constraint, so they have a constraint that is not allowing the same character to have the same achievement twice. In terms of discoveries, it's a bit more complex, because you know what we can do? I think we really need to remove this ID. I think that ID makes no sense. And we need to have a primary key, which actually is character ID plus knowledge type plus child table ID. So this triplet should never be identical, right? If it's identical, we have an issue. This ID I think is of no use. Am I even loading that? I'm even using that, because I'm not sure, but in theory probably not. Yeah, actually I have the ID. Yeah, but I never use it, you see? I have it here, but I never use it. So ID is actually useless. As I was thinking. Because the discovery ID is in reality the child table ID. You see? Is the child table ID. So yeah. We need to kill the ID. We need to kill the ID, boys, and we need to change the constraint to be okay. This is a good change. It's a bit painful, but it's a good change. So we have to do it. We have to do it. We have to do it. Now, is it in is this guy? And this guy? You know what is the problem is that I don't know if I'm using it on the client side. I don't know if I'm using that ID on the client side. Because when I'm sending this to the we have a codex ID. Oh my god. Need to change everything. Well, not everything, but actually yes, I'm using that codex ID. I'm using that codex ID on the client. I mean, I can leave it. I think I can have a table, but I cannot have a table with two constraints, right? I mean, sorry, delete that. I cannot have a table with two primary IDs. But I think I can have a primary ID and a constraint, and the constraint can say that that triplet should never be the same, right? I think that's the way to do it, boys. I just need to be sure that I'm not using that ID. Because, like, it's the same for achievements, right? For achievements... For achievements, we don't have that ID. But we obviously have it in the achievement ID. So, yes. Yes. Wait. Yes. I think where is the table? Where is the freaking table? For achievements. I don't even have it because I have it in. I know I should have it. Wait. Wait a second. I'm confused now. I'm confused about my own stuff. Wait a second. Achievement manager, right? Achievement manager. Achievement manager. Achievement manager. Missing achievements. So for example, missing achievements. Missing achievement is an array of int. Okay, so no way. Achievement manager. Achievement manager. Load all achievements. Is in a data table. It's not in the database. Seriously? Yes. It's in a data table. So it's in the data table. Wow. Wow. Yes. Exactly. So here we have an ID, but it is the ID of the achievement. It's not the ID of the okay. So it's fine. So we can load this and we can use this, but and we have an achievement ID, yes. And this achievement ID is then associated when we load the character achievements, because yes, by achievement ID. Okay. In the same way, we need our discoveries. Okay, so that when I'm loading the discoveries, wait. When I'm loading all the because here I'm loading the discovery from the and so I have this. I remove the ID because I don't have it, but I have that in my discovery item. Exactly. Okay, so I think it's the same. So it should work as expected. The only problem is when we are sending the data to the client. When we are sending the data to the client. Where is it? Here. Send compendium ID. Receive compendium ID. Send the ID to the client. Codex creature array. Receive compendium ID. I think it's already correct anyway, yeah? But I'm double checking few things just to avoid that I do damages, but I think it may be already fine. And I think I can actually remove the ID from that table without any issues. I think I can do it without any issues. Uh-oh. What? This is not connected. Uh-oh. Okay, because I didn't do the caching mechanism yet. So there is the cache to do that I didn't do. I didn't do the caching mechanism yet that I wanted to do. Okay. GG. Um, yes, here we need to implement the cache, but okay, so basically now I'm resending everything all the time. Okay, fine. So we request the compendium data. We receive the actual text from the server. Okay. The only question is, what do we receive? Receive compendium creatures. Receive compendium creatures. Receive compendium creatures is cycling on. Is cycling on codex creatures, and codex creatures are the default one. Yes. So this one have the ID. So I think it, yeah, I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. Basically, codex creature has the ID, but player discoveries does not. So if I remove that ID from here, this is not gonna use it anyway. But this entry still will have it. So I don't have to, obviously I don't have to delete it from character creatures, from codex creatures, but I can. Okay. Okay. So I think okay. I think I agree with what I'm trying to do. I think I agree with that. And so we so the only thing I need to do, I need to then delete from character discoveries. I will delete this ID. This ID column, I'm going to delete it. And yes. And now we need a new constraint though. And the constraint is that character ID plus knowledge type plus child table ID should never be duplicated, right? And this will be our primary key actually. Wait, I think there is just the editor, the visual editor getting a bit funny because it's not an easy thing to do. So let me describe character discoveries. So we will do this. Right, I think it did it anyway. It did this, the two, and now it did this one. Okay, so let me close this, don't save, reload the database, refresh the database, and I think it will be fine. So now character discoveries, perfect. Okay, now we have the key. Okay, so now we have the one that we want. Okay, so let me just copy this create table. So we put it in our schema creation. So the next time will be okay. Now, okay, so now we have the uniqueness. Now we have the uniqueness the way we want it. Also on discoveries, right? Which is great. So the database will throw an error of duplicate key and will not allow that. Perfect. Now Now we need okay, now we are here, right? This is where I discovered the problem, and now we fixed the problem, so now we can fix the code. So because now this on duplicate will actually work. And the only difference is that here I need to enter character ID, knowledge type, character ID, knowledge type, character ID, knowledge type, child table ID, and extra info. Okay, and on duplicate we just update extra info. Okay, perfect. So now the first value is owner ID, the second value is knowledge type, the third value is discovery ID, and then we have the extra and the extra. Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, now it is way better. This is way better. Okay, let's recompile. Let's recompile and see if something works or not. But we made it. We made very good progress, I think, in this mess of partial achievements of discoveries. I think partial achievement on discoveries, I think, is a very good functionality. I think we will use it basically every time on creatures, plants, and minerals. I just realized that on plants and minerals, I think it can be faked. Yeah, it can be faked. It can be faked because if you create a stack and you split the stack, you drop the item, you pick up the item, it will be a different ID. But anyway. Drum roll! Let's see if something works. So I will not debug the loading of the partial achievement because we tested that already. So I'm only going to debug when you are examining a creature if it's actually adding that partial discovery to the database, right? And he's sending you the message that you discovered only a piece of it, right? I mean that you are in a partial achievement, whatever. Still loading. It's still loading. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we examine this guy. And as soon as the examination is completed, we will hit the breakpoint. Yes, okay. So, you know what? I will let it go. I will just let it go and see what happens. Okay, we crashed. We crashed. Okay, we crashed here. Insert into character knowledge type 2, discovery ID 13, extra info. Why we crashed here? No idea. How many values we have? 1, 2, and 3. Ah, fuck. Okay, percentage D. Yeah, I fucked up. I missed one value here. I missed one value. Let me just check if I missed it also in the other insert. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, I missed it also. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it is okay. It is okay. Okay. We have another chance. A new round. A new life. We have an extra life. So we can try again. We have an extra life. We try again. Different code. The fix is in. The fix is in, my friends. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. Okay. Yes, I have a debug on the I have a debug. I will let it go. Okay, nice. No, fuck, it crashed again. It crashed again. Why? It crashed again. It crashed again in a sequel for sure. 100%. Yeah. Column count doesn't match value. What the fuck? Column count doesn't match value at row number 1. What? Let me just see if we added something to the database or not. Character discovery. No, we didn't add anything. But it seems that we ran it 2 times, no? What happened? I don't understand what happened. Okay, I think we need to follow it. I think we need to follow it slowly and see what it's doing, because it gives an error, but it doesn't tell me what is the problem. Okay, so I have no idea what is the problem. Ah, wait. This can be a problem for sure. This is a problem 100%. And yeah. In reality here I'm escaping. I mean, I'm putting in quotes everything, which I think is a better idea actually. But I'm not doing it consistently. I think the problem was that. I think that's the issue. The issue is that we were not putting in brackets the this value. I think that's the problem. So it's just a stupid mistake. Stupid mistake. Let's say the good thing is that I can find the problem fairly quickly, right? So we are iterating on this fast. Now, if I could avoid making mistakes, would be better, but that's the harder part.
By the gods, this can't be happening.
By the gods. No, but we will win, huh? We will win. 100% we will win. There is no chance. There is no chance for bugs. At least this level of bugs. We're gonna win 100%. Okay. So, same. Examine. Now, if this thing would be nicer, I would prefer, but for at the moment, that's what it is. Okay, I will let it go just because, and see if it crashes again. It seems it did not crash. It seems it did not crash. Okay, so what we want to see is if here we have a different value. Oh, fuck. He added 2 new lines. That's super bad. Ah, because I said number 2. Okay. Yes. It's okay. Because this knowledge type at the moment, I'm not passing it properly. But yes, it worked. It worked, and so he added that to the thing. Let me see if I got a message. Yes, I got a message. Research partially completed. You need 3 more. Perfect. That is exactly what we needed. Perfect. Good. The only thing I don't understand is this one, because it's saying you discover a new knowledge. If I try to do it on this guy, what happens? There's nothing to discover about this creature. Yes. Okay. So now, so this is very good, because it means that we can actually load and save partial discovery. We can load and save partial discovery. Now, the only problem is this knowledge type, right? Because this knowledge type, we are not passing in the proper value. For example, in that case, the value was 1, and we actually passed 2 because you see I didn't implement this function. So the question is, can I get the type from the codex entry, for example? Can I get the type from the codex entry? Because the codex entry, right, is a codex creature. Codex creature should have a type, no? Yes. So, okay, good. So, okay. Okay, so we don't need that function. We can just pass it in this way. Perfect. Okay, so now we will do one thing. We will quit. But we are doing it, boys. It's starting to be functional. So now I just need to delete the wrong lines, because these 2 lines are actually wrong, but because I didn't have the right type, right? But this is the type, so it will have to put the information here. It is basically what it needs to do. And now we are starting it again with that change. I think it's pretty good that if I click on a creature that has nothing to discover, it's telling you that he has nothing to discover, right? I think it's pretty cool. So it's already working. So if I can release a new version this weekend, let's say that, for example, I finish this part, right? I finished this part. So if I can release a new version this weekend, like on Saturday or Sunday, we have the wall next week to test it, and then I can go to holidays, right? So, but I need to release it this weekend. And so you will get the mail functionality, and you will get this examine creature functionality. These are the two main things that I added, I think, in the recently. Okay, so I don't know why sometimes you see this. This is something that we need to investigate, because it makes no sense. I think this is the functionality for generating a random item that is not working as expected, and is generating thousands of battle axes. But anyway, that's for another day. But this is something that we need to verify. A lot of players go on vacation the first week of August. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, so we examine the creature. We examine the creature, and we want to get... So I let it go. Go, 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 go. Okay. I want to get in my database the value here. That is not good. Wait a sec. 2 is what? 2 is no. That is not correct. Why? 2 is plant and minerals. No. Wait, no. Wait a second. There is a mess. There is a mess of ID. There is a mess of ID because look at this, basic creature is 1, sentient creature is 2, plants is 3, and mineral is 4. But if I go under here, because this is a different thing. Wait, so the item type of the no, I don't understand. No, I don't understand. So the number that we got was 2, right? The number we got was 2, while originally the number was 1. Is it wrong? Is it wrong in the data? Yeah, probably it's wrong in the data. Yeah, but still 2 is a plant and minerals. What the fuck? No. 2 no. 2 is a sentient creature. Okay, let me... Sorry, I think the code is correct. I think it's just our data that is wrong. So let me do this. Let me delete everything from my character. I think this should not be a 1. This should be a 2. So let me delete this, and this. Right? Let me delete this. And let me do it from scratch. Right? Let me do it from scratch. So I quit. So at the moment I have no achievement. I start with clean data because I think that 1 was wrong. I'm not an investigator, but I would say it's a field of access. Yeah, we have a function that is basically generating a random item in a location, but in theory is checking that there is not already the same item in that location. And I think that the check is failing for some reason, maybe for the distance or something. And so it's thinking that there is no, and is adding it, and is adding a new one. And then it's doing it over and over and over and over and over, and so you have a million access. That we need to fix, because that's kind of a bad issue. Okay, so now I have no achievements. So now we should insert a completely new line. I want to see if it's a 2 or a 1, but probably would be a 2, right? So it's going to add, let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay, so this will be probably a 2. So let me refresh it. Yes, it's a 2, and we only have 26, right, as an item. And he's telling us on the client that research partially completed, you need 4 more. Right, now let's try to do the same to the same guy, which in theory should do nothing. Right, so I'm trying to research the same guy again. And this should do nothing. Okay, we didn't crash, which is nice. I go to my database and I have the same. Okay, perfect. Now, okay, now we have a problem though, that we need another human. But I can do a trick. So we will quit. We will change the database. Instead of 26, we put a random number, right? And so it thinks that we scanned another human. In reality, we didn't. And since we need 5 total, no. First, let's try if he can add the number properly. But I think he will. I think he will add the number properly. So we test the case where we already have 1 scan and we are doing the second scan. Right? We are doing the second scan, boys. And then we will do the full achievement. I just don't know why we are getting a message in the... Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Character cannot be loaded. Character cannot be loaded because that value is not a valid value? What do you mean? No, it's not that smart. It's not checking if this value is a valid value. But still, it's saying that the character cannot be loaded. So we have a problem somewhere. Character cannot be loaded. Sorry, your character cannot be loaded. Are we crashing here or where? Character cannot be loaded. We are not crashing here. Okay. Probably there is another place then. Your character cannot be loaded. Wait. So let's go into character load. So it's very strange that you cannot do it though, but fine. I mean, fine. Load. So load dynamic, load faction, load. Actually, I think I can go under discovery manager. Probably that's the one that is failing. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we are failing in our, right, in our new code. So I think we are failing probably here. We are probably failing there. Let me see. Return false. Yes, exactly. No, wait. Switch knowledge type. Loading through. Wait a second. Let me put a breakpoint here and see. Yeah. We fail. We fail loading something. What did we fail loading? X is number 4, so we failed loading. Okay, let's redo it. At the fourth cycle, we fail. At the 4th cycle, we fail. So 1. Well, actually, at the 5th, because it's starting from 0. So X now is 2. Now is 3. And now is 4. So here is now it will fail. Ah, it's going under plants and minerals. But why is complaining? Okay, I don't know. I don't know why plants and minerals. But fine. Because it's not a 2. Yeah. We have, yeah, that's the fuck up is the 1 and 2. The 1 is the item type. That's the fuck up. The fuck up is the item type, because he's thinking that 2 that we have in the database, this 2 that we have in the database is actually a plants and minerals, and so is using. Okay, so 2 is wrong. 2 is definitely wrong. 2 is definitely wrong. So it should be, this should be 1. Yes, this should be 1. So why we are saying 2? We are saying 2 because I save it as 2. When I said, oh, I found the value. Unfortunately not. This is not the right value, because this item type. Yeah, but it's easy though. It's easy because... Wait, why is easy? Is easy because it is a creature event, and so I'm sure that is 100% 1, right? Now if we make this part wait. If we make this part generic, then okay, let me do something, because if we make this part generic, this will not work anymore. So I will create a variable that is this, and I will call it int knowledge type. So actually 2 was correct, and at the moment these are coded, right? At the moment these are coded. Okay, but it's fine because we didn't do plants yet. We didn't do plants yet. So now he will write 1. Okay. Now we'll write 1. Okay, fine. But then for the plant, when we do the plants and the minerals, we will have to change it, huh? And we will have to make it parametric. So we will probably have to call this function parametrically, based on whatever thingy. Based on whatever thingy. Okay, fine. So this one becomes 1 because it must be 1. Otherwise we are not loading in because there is no achievement. There is no discovery 13 and 15 on the plants. Okay, so now we have this ID and we are testing the second case. The case where we are adding one scanned creature. Right? I think I need to think about the but anyway, I think scanning minerals and plants is a bit more stupid because mineral and plants are actually spawned with a new ID all the time. So finding 5 is very, very easy. You just stay in the same place and pick up and scan, pick up and scan, pick up and scan, and you can do it. So now our character should not fail loading off fully. Wait, I have the breakpoint. Okay, so our character is loading in. And now, if we scan again, we will get now the 1 for knowledge type. And we will get the extra value in the database, right? Hopefully. Okay, so let me see. So under 1, this should be updated. Okay, perfect. I mean, it changed position, but it's the same. So we have it. Okay, so we have the 13 and the 15 there. Okay, so now we have 2. Now we want to test what happens when we already have 4. So we'll put random numbers again. And right, I will put 4 numbers. So it's like if we scanned 4 different humans. And now the 5th should trigger the full achievement, right? Now the 5th should trigger the full achievement. I just don't understand why I'm getting that message that I got a new plant or mineral in the chat. I don't know. The character is fully destroyed server side when you log out, so I don't need to restart the server, I just restarted the client. Yeah, you see this one, you discover a new knowledge plant mineral, so this one we need to check, in theory you should not. Okay, so now we scanned 4 humans, and this is the 5th one. There is the 5th one, so we want to see the compendium thingy. Well, I need to go. A new compendium entry has been unlocked. A new discovery knowledge, a creature ecology. Okay, perfect. I don't know why it's saying creature and not alien, but it's okay. A creature ecology. Okay, so a creature description, a creature ecology. So if I go under my compendium now, I should have, yes, I have my alien, and in my compendium now I have the description and the ecology, which are the 2 entries that we have unlocked. Very good. Okay, so this is basic. So it's basically working. So we can partial discover a creature, and then when you fully discover it, you get whatever pieces of information are declared in the database as in the codex nature, right? So here we said that these two pieces of information are discovered when you use examine creatures, and it is exactly what happened, right? Good. Now we can try to do it again just to see that there is no weird thingy going on. But in theory, if I do it again, nothing should happen, right? And in theory, also the database should not be hit. Now I think the only problem is that he's not telling me that I already discovered everything, right? And probably would be better if I I don't know why we are randomizing always the same idle animation, by the way. Why we're randomizing always the same one? We have 3 different ones, and we are randomizing always the same one. That is so strange. Oh, it's becoming night. Okay. So, yeah. So at the moment, if I scan again, it's not telling me that I already discovered everything for this creature, right? And that could be a bit stupid. But do I know? Because the code is just doing the scan, and is not checking if I have that entry already. It's just checking. Well, he's checking it, but he's checking it after. He's checking it. Yeah, he's checking it after all of this happens. He's checking it here. Yeah, he knows it only inside of this. Only inside of this, he will realize that, oh, by the way, I have that already. And this number 4. By the way, why number 4? Because it was never added. Wait. It was never added to the array, though, huh? I mean, this array was never cleared. This array was never cleared. This array was never cleared. Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is an improvement we can do. We can anyway clear this array for that particular entry. I think for achievements we do it. When we check partial achievement, I think we should add new achievement. Yes, we are remove. You see this remove? This remove we never do in our case. That remove we never do in our case. I think we should do it here, by the way. I think we should do it here because that. Now this will not help much though, because he will just trigger. I mean, I can do it. I can do it because in theory is correct, right? But in theory is correct, but it's still. I mean, it makes. So we can do this just to clean it up, but it's not changing our problem. Our problem is that we are always triggering, even if we are. So in this case, it will exit a bit quicker. But our problem is that it should not even start, right? It should not even start. It should not even start. So when we are examining the creature, you should tell us that we already examined everything. But how can he know? Basically is here. Is under can activate ability. Can activate ability. Can activate ability. No, it's not here. Check if the ability and target are compatible. There is nothing to discover about this creature. Yes, this one is just checking that. Okay. So I need another check here. I need another check. I need to check if the player already discovered everything about this creature, right? So I need to do this check. The problem is that I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it because, first of all, there are a number of possible things that you discover about a creature. And it's true that we discover them together, but at the same time, we will have to be sure that the character actually has them all. So... Cycle on the entry for this race and check the usage for this ability. You know, basically we need to do the same as we are doing here, because we will have to cycle on all the entry of that race and see if that character already discovered them all. Boom, 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 boom. I think it should be a separate check, though. I think it should be a separate check, even if I can scan this array one time only, but then I will have to say if yeah, I think I can probably check it here. I think it's a pity that there is nothing to discover about this. I mean, if I do it in the same check, the message will be the same. If you already discover everything, or if there is nothing to discover, right? So maybe I can change the text. And I can say something like, you cannot discover more, or you cannot discover anything more about this creature. So this will work in both cases. Even if I liked the message that was telling you that actually it was impossible to discover something about a creature, even if it's not really true, because if you can discover something on that creature with another ability, yeah, exactly. Like if you are using lesser creature, it will tell you there is nothing more you can discover, but in reality it's with this ability. Or I do 2 checks, right? Or I do 2 checks, but it means that we have to scan the array twice, which is a bit annoying, even if it's a super small array. It's a super small array, because the way I designed it is by race, and so it's super small. It's super small. So maybe we can, yes, maybe we can have another function and just run it twice. I think it's fine. So we will have a check ability. We will have a check ability. No, we will have a check discovery. Check already discovered, right? We will have a check already discovered, and this will take what? We'll take the race, we'll take the ability, we'll extract all the creatures index. By the way, this is not creatures, this is creature entries. I think creatures is a bit of a stupid name. It is creature entries. So we and check if player already has this knowledge, right? So the ability must be the same for sure. The ability must be the same, and you know, and yeah, you see that it's basically identical to the previous check. This is why I was trying to put it in one function. Maybe we can put it in the same function and just return a code that is like compatible or not compatible. Instead of doing 2 functions, we can do one function that returns a kind of an error code. I don't know. Okay, so we need to check if the ability is the same, and we need to check if my character already has that thingy. So how do I check if my character has that thingy? I don't know. I don't know. When we load all the discovery, where we are loading them? Are we loading them somewhere or not? Add codex creature by ID. What the fuck? Discovery item, extra info, extra info. Add partial discovery. Get discovery manager, codex creature. Codex creature add discovery ID. Ah yes, we have codex creature inside discovery manager. Okay. So okay. So we can just search inside codex creatures. I mean, assuming that it is for creatures, because if it's not for creatures, yes, it depends on the knowledge type. Huh? It depends on the knowledge type. So, or we pass here the knowledge type, or for now this will be check a creature already discovered, right? Or we pass the knowledge type and we say if it's 1, search on codex creature. If it's yeah, I think it's a good idea. So I think this knowledge type should be an enumeration, by the way. I think it's so stupid it's not enumeration. So stupid. If codex creatures... No, not PS codex creatures. Codex... No. What? No. We are in Discovery Manager, right? And in Discovery Manager, we said that we have... What is called? Yeah, Codex Creatures. Why you cannot use Codex Creatures? I don't understand. We are inside Discovery Manager here. Codex Creatures. What is your problem? What is your problem? Okay, so we say if Codex Creatures find... Nah, it doesn't find because this is not defined. Okay. So there is a boolean and it checks if the specific... No, check if if the player already discovered everything about this creature with this ability. Yeah, because the point is with this ability, right? Because it goes ability by ability. So well, about this creature or item, because we will make it generic, huh? We will make it generic. So if knowledge type, wait, so we have to do this, huh? We have to do this, and then we have to say if knowledge type equal to whatever. If knowledge type right, 1 is creatures, 2 is plant and minerals. One is creatures, 2 is plant and minerals. At the moment we are using it only for this cases. So if knowledge type is 1, I don't know why it's not a why I didn't do it as an enumeration. I don't know. But anyway, if knowledge type is equal to 1, and so we are in creatures, then okay. I don't want to type anymore. So here we check that codex creature find what? Find yeah, find our thingy. Our creature entry ID, I guess. So if this is returning something, so if this is returning can be an empty array. What the fuck? What? So if this is not null, right? If this is not null, means that we have that entry already. And if we have that entry already, now the problem is that I may miss one, right? I may miss one. So actually we need to do the opposite. We need to do found all, which stays at false. And as soon as I find, no, sorry, stays at true. And as soon as I don't find it, right, I set it as false. And yes, and so this will ensure that I'm finding them all. Just one that fails, it fails everything, right? And so in the same way here, the difference is that here is not codex creatures, but will be codex plants and whatever. And fuck. No, I cannot do it inside of this. I have to do it outside of this because this is also different. Because this is also different. So I need to switch by knowledge type outside of all of this, unfortunately. So I need to, yeah, I need to. What a mess. What a mess. So I need to do it this way because this function is different. Right? So we cycle on, so here we extract all the entries that are applicable to that particular race. Get all discoveries by race. This is what we do here. Then here we check the ones related to the ability used, right? And here we check if we have that already. No, check if we miss it. Check if we miss it. So if we miss it, we return false. Right? And then we do the same. I need to do the same shit with plants. And this will be plants entries. And this will be, instead of get codex creature by race, will be get codex whatever, I don't know. Get codex plant and mineral by item ID. Yes, exactly. So if we want to make it generic, this one will be just item ID or item race ID. I don't know. Thing ID. I think thing ID is pretty good. And this will return codex plants and minerals. Yes. And we check the ability exactly by item ID. So we check the same thing if the ability is that one, and then we check if we miss it, and we return okay. So now here what do we return? We return found all, or we return not found all, right? Because if I didn't find all, it means that I didn't already discover them all, or not. Wait, check already discovered. So I want this function to return false if I should do the research. So wait a second, I was checking something. There's still a mosquito running around. So if I got distracted, fuck. So if I found all, then what? Found all equal to false. So I didn't find them all. I didn't find them all. And so this will return false if I didn't find them all, right? It will return false. And so yes, I need to do the opposite. I need to do not found all, so that if I found them all is equal to check already discovered. Okay, fine. Now we need to use this check already discovered in our user manager. So we need to do something like this, and the parameters are the same, and no, wait, I forgot discovery manager, and the parameters are the same. So if this is failing, meaning that we already discovered everything about that creature, right? And so we don't want even to start why is giving an error here? What is the problem? Because it needs the knowledge type. Oh fuck. It needs the knowledge type. The knowledge type in this case is a creature, so it's always 1. So in this case we say we can say there is nothing more to discover with this ability or something like that. You can, there is nothing more to discover with this ability on this creature. Something like that. Okay, so we'll be very explicit. Okay, now we need to see if it works. But basically, I think it will, hopefully. So we have 2 discoveries, right? We have 2 discoveries, and we have them all. So our character has both discoveries in his list. In theory, this should have been cleaned up. Yes, now this has not been cleaned up, which is annoying. Yes, now it has been. Okay, nice. So that worked. Okay, now I think that if this works, we are pretty much done with the creatures. And then we will have to work on the minerals and the plants, but the minerals and the plants will be very, very, very similar, if not identical. And so the work for plants and minerals will just be to make those function a bit more generic, and then it will be done. And then I have to go to bed. Boys. It's very late. Midnight 39. Holy shit. I don't know if you have seen it, but Warframe announced, the maker of Warframe announced a new game that is called Soulframe, and is a fantasy version of Warframe. I think it would be very, very nice. Okay, so what we want to see now is that when I try to examine this guy, it's telling me that I cannot. Fuck. Okay, didn't work. GG. It didn't work. Why? I don't know. But we can try and see. He actually inserted stuff into the database. What? Wait. I think he's thinking that we don't have the full achievement. Wait. He's thinking that we don't have the full achievement? Why? How is it possible? I don't know. Okay, let me see. But I really need to go now. But let me see if I can catch the problem quickly. Check already discovered, right? So this check will be triggered as soon as I do this. And knowledge type is 1, so it's going through all my discovery. Let me see what I have in Codex Creatures. Yes, Codex Creatures, you see that I have a bunch of stuff. And yes, I have 15. I have 13 and 15. So why this check is not working? Why this check is not working? Because I had to say, if not found. That's the problem. That is the problem, boys. That is the problem. Easy, easy. Yeah, if not found, then fuck also here. If not found. If not found, we say that we miss it, right? So that's the way. So one more test, the last test for today. The last test for today. Come on, compile. I need to go. I need to jump into the bed and pass out instantly. Come on. What is doing? Oh, he's doing nothing. He was not building. He was not building. Okay. Okay. So now we should just receive the message that we already discovered everything for that particular creature. Right? Para-para-pa-para-pam. By the way, this song is a total rip-off of another song, but fine. Okay. Please work. Please work. There is nothing more to discover. Okay, good. It worked. It worked. So it's telling me there is nothing more to discover. Now, in theory... Wow. Pressing space is... because it's clicking on this. Interesting. Okay, so this way it works. It works. Okay, guys, I think that's all. So we did the check for partial discoveries. Thank you. We did that, and we did the also the check for this. So this part is basically finished. Now it needs to be tested a bit, like with other creatures. There is nothing to discover. I don't know, on myself, you know, there is nothing to discover, you know, on items and see if it crashes. You need a valid target. Okay, good. Seems to be working fine. You need a valid target. Okay, but we basically need to check that. Also need to check why the idle animation is always playing the same one. I don't understand. I'm randomizing from 0 to 3 and I'm getting always the same one. That's kind of strange, but with that I'm going, boys. So see you tomorrow evening. We will continue, I think, with plants and minerals probably, and we will fix some bugs, and then we start to think about release, maybe. So I really need to run. Bye bye. Bye bye.